Implementation overview. How we set up the evaluation. The first thing we ask you to do is identify a group of target learners. You will use the What Worked Teachers platform to randomly allocate these to the intervention and control group. You'll complete the pre-assessment spelling test with both groups. The intervention group will work with teaching assistants to complete the spelling intervention. The small groups and the control will continue as business as usual. And then at the end of the 5 weeks, you will complete the post-assessment spelling test, which is the same as the pre. If the intervention is successful, then the control group will then receive access to this. So let's look at this from a step-by-step approach to how you can deliver this in your school. The planning stage. Identify a group of target learners to participate in the evaluation from the same year group. Identify 60 challenging words from the national curriculum. These would be introduced by 15 new spellings a week over 4 weeks, and select 20 of these challenging words as a pre- and post-assessment task. These will be the same words for the pre that you will use for the post. Step 3. Using the trial wizard on the What Worked Teachers platform, randomly assign the learners to the intervention and the control groups. So moving on to the implementation. Step 4. Complete the pre-assessment spelling test with both the intervention and control groups, record the marks in the Excel tracker, and then input this into the pre-test on the trial wizard. Step 5. For the intervention group, deliver the targeted intervention. This is the variation of the trial, introduces the learners to 15 words gradually over the week, with a review on the Monday. So rather than provide all the words on the Monday, you will then spread these out over the week to support working memory. The control group will then continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. Step 6. Complete the post-assessment spelling test, same as the pre, to both the intervention and the control group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker, which you've used previously, and then input these into the post-test on the trial wizard. You will then move on to the Analyze stage on the platform, which will allow you to complete the process evaluation and then click Analyze to generate an impact report so you can see how the intervention has worked in your school. The intervention. The spelling intervention focuses on Year 4-5 pupils. It's delivered by a teaching assistant in small groups and be set as homework. Each session will be daily and introduce the words incrementally with a review on a Monday, and 15 new words will be learned a week with the consolidation in week 5. The Look, Say, Cover, Write check is a method of learning spelling where children study a word, say the word aloud clearly, pay attention to the spelling, cover it up with a piece of paper or their hand, and you can use the template which is included in the resource folder. Write the spelling next to the original word, check their version to see if you got it right, write the correct spelling again if necessary. And this version of the strategy emphasizes reading and saying the word aloud to help connect the written and spoken word. How to select the spellings. So if you can use the DfE National Curriculum guidance for the expected spellings for Year 4-5, use this to create a list of 60 words that you will select for the intervention. Each week, learners will practice 15 new spellings, which using the Look, Say, Cover, Write check strategy with a teaching assistant. In the resource folder, you will find the template and also an Excel tracking spreadsheet, which allows you to link an anonymized student ID to a student in your class. So just some key considerations before considering using a targeted spelling intervention in your school. So is there a suitable time of the day when this can be done? Is there a suitable location, quiet area of the classroom or library? Reminders, if the students can have a reminder about the session. Resources, can you print off any templates in advance of the sessions? And then will you link this to any rewards in your school? So logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to starting. So just moving on to the assessment, the outcome is attainment as defined by the pre and post spelling test. The assessment is marked out of 20, as the same for both the pre and the post assessment, and as both the control and intervention groups receive the same assessment, this familiarity with this should not bias the effect size. And the assessment guidance, please complete the assessment under test conditions, allow approximately 10 to 15 minutes. You can provide an example of the word in a sentence for each spelling, and then make sure you record your pre and post assessment scores onto your tracking spreadsheet and then input this into the platform. So that's the end of the implementation video. If you then want to move on to download the research protocol and then the resource folder, and then the next step will be to start your trial using this trial wizard.